Hello, in this video we're going to talk about challenges. We're going to look at an example from a recent match, a high school match that took place in the state of Michigan. It's important to remember that the Michigan Referee Committee does not have any jurisdiction over high school games. But if this incident had happened on a US soccer sanctioned game, what would have been the correct decision? Now, on the field, the referee issued a red card for a serious foul play. Let's dissect this incident. In order to judge the intensity or the severity of a challenge, we have to look at first point of contact, and then mode of contact, and then intensity. In this situation, the point of contact, or the part of the body that received contact, was the calf. The mode of contact, the part of the body that committed an offense, was the knee. Of course, other parts of the body collided with each other, but the major part and the initial part of contact and mode of contact, that was the knee against the calf. That's something to keep in mind. It was not foot on foot. When you think about how a player would play, foot and foot might collide because, after all, the sport of soccer deals with 2 feet between two players battling for the ball. In this situation, this was not the case. Knee versus calf. So this could be a little more than just a foul. Let's keep that in mind. Let's think about the intensity. For example, how fast was the challenge? We have all seen challenges that were much faster than this, but we have also seen challenges much slower than this. So this challenge, in terms of the speed, was medium to medium high. Let's keep that in mind. How far did the player run to commit an offense? He ran some distance. It was not like the player moved 1 or 2 yards to commit an offense. Clearly, the player ran some distance to commit the offense. The next part is how the player approached. Was there a lunge? If you pay close attention, there was a lunge before the player committed the foul. Lunge, in other words, the player's body was in the air. When a part of the body is touching the ground, that player has far more control over their own body than a player who is in the air. For example, when you slide tackle, but in the middle of the process, if you put yourself in the air, then while you're in the air, there's no way for you to slow down, change directions, or do anything with your own body. Therefore, when there's a lunge, then the severity or the intensity of an offense is higher. So when we think about these things, we have medium to medium plus factors in terms of intensity. And then the last part that we need to look at is what happens with the contact. Now these 2 legs make what's called a scissor motion. When a tackle is made and then tackle goes into an opponent, it's dangerous in itself. However, when 2 legs basically roll the opponent over, then that is far more dangerous. Imagine if 2 legs are used just like chopsticks and then have somebody's shin in between and then rotate, then the shin can break. This is an extremely dangerous challenge. So this is what's called a scissor tackle. Scissor tackle are very dangerous. It endangers the safety of an opponent. So we have a lot of factors to judge this challenge as medium to medium plus, which is yellow card to higher yellow card range. And now we have scissor motion that is 100% a red card. So as a result, we have the 100% red card reason, which is a scissors. And then we don't have the player playing a ball whatsoever, the challenge is above the level or the height of the ball with medium strength. So, even though there may be some reasons to downgrade this offense from 100% red card, it does not lower to the point that it becomes a yellow card. So with all these considerations concerned, now we have a red card challenge. So the referee's decision to give a red card on this incident was 100% correct. And then remember the scissors, this is 100% red card zone. We of course have to think about other factors and considerations, but in this incident, these other considerations and factors do not bring the intensity of the challenge low enough to justify a yellow card. So the correct answer to this challenge is a red card.